Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to today talk about gauge cluster covers. Give you a little bit of background. My very first PWC jet ski, whatever you want to call them, was a Sea-Doo RXTIS, one of the suspension models. I never had a PWC before, and I used to leave it on anchor at the lake for a couple days at a time, and I didn't know any better. I didn't know anything about airing it out, etc. So anyways, after about 6 months, and I'd bring it in sometimes and leave it out. And what happened was the sun, I've got a gauge cluster cover on this. This originally was on my Sea-Doo, and I came out and the gauge itself was all split and cracked, and it looked like a spider web. And I talked to my friend in Bangkok, and he said, "Oh, you can't leave it out in the sun like that." And the price for the gauge cluster cover, I had to buy the whole unit, and it was about $500 with shipping over here, installation, everything. So anyways, what I did, I'm on a Yamaha right now. I'm on my VXR. I have a Kawasaki Ultra as well, as everybody probably knows from my videos. And what I did for my Sea-Doo, this is from my Sea-Doo, is I took a few pieces of felt. And actually, these are packing. This is the packing material from the actual Sea-Doo when I bought it, and I grabbed a bunch of it because I thought it was nice material, and I glued a couple pieces together with contact cement. For my Sea-Doo, I had to put a bolt in here to weigh it down. Obviously, I've cut it again for my Yamaha, and I epoxied the bolt on, and then I put some tape over it to make it heavy. And then I've got these string straps that go over the mirrors. And again, I modified it a bit for my Yamaha to protect the gauge, the plastic here, so it doesn't shatter in the sun. I doubt it'll happen on this Yamaha, even if I left it out, but I wouldn't want to take a chance. So what I do is, when I'm not running the ski, even though it's in my garage, I just keep it on as a protector. I'd go down to the lake, or if you're on the ocean, when you get there, you just take this off, put it in your front bucket, your storage compartment. So that's what I did for a Sea-Doo, and obviously it works on my Yamaha as well for a Sea-Doo application. I had to put a bolt in here and a nut just to weigh it down, double felt, contact cement those together, the felt pieces. I even put a little bit of a soft cloth on the back, contacted, cemented that on, and now it says Yamaha. It used to say Sea-Doo. Okay, so anyways, you see how it goes on. It hooks on the mirrors like that, and it stays on quite well, and it works well. And I don't leave my PWCs out in the sun for days on end on anchor anyways anymore, but why take a chance? Now, the Kawasaki, for anybody on the Ultra platform, 300, 310, any of the Ultras, the other ones, the naturally aspirated, it's very easy to make up a cover. You don't need strings. I've gone 50 miles an hour down the highway. This stays right on there. It just clips on. It's beautiful. You don't need strings going to your mirror. It's just what I've done is I took one piece of felt, I took some foam, and I think I used on this, I used some liquid epoxy. Yeah, I did. But you could use contact cement. It wouldn't matter. Just put a little contact cement on it, see if make sure it doesn't attack the foam. It might. And I think that's why I used epoxy on this one. I'm sure I did. I used 2-part 5-minute epoxy. If you've looked at my other videos, you'll see I use epoxy a lot for things. So what I've taken is a piece of felt. You can use whatever you want, something really light, a couple pieces of foam to give you your height here, and all it does is it just clips in just like this. You see? And it sits in there nicely. I've gone, like I say, I've gone down the highway and gone up to Bangkok and back with these skis on the trailer. This doesn't move. Obviously, again, it's a small instrument cluster. It's nowhere near as big as a Sea-Doo's. But again, I leave this protective cover on all the time, even when I'm in the garage. I drive down to the lake. Everybody knows I ride in the lake, but if I was in the ocean, same thing. So when I get there, all I do is this, is I take it off, I open my front, and I just throw it in. That's it. Now, if I get off the ski and I do put it on anchor and I'm going to go for lunch or something, and I'm going to be gone an hour or something, and it's where I am in Asia here, it gets pretty hot, and I know it gets hot in other parts of the world in bright sun. I just take it out, put it on, go for lunch, and or if I'm gone a few hours or whatever, and the ski's on anchor, it just sits on there and protects it, and I don't ever have to worry about the sun attacking the plastic and shattering this. And then that's what it did on my Sea-Doo. This looked like a spider web. I had a million lines everywhere, and I couldn't understand what had happened. And like I say, my friend told me, oh, you leave it in the sun, that's what can happen. These can shatter. So, I mean, it costs nothing to make this. You can find some felt around the house or something similar. I use felt because every time I'm up in Bangkok and they have skis in there and crates and that, I usually grab some because I use it for other things around the shop. And a couple pieces of foam, just stick it in there. There you are. And done. And you see, and that one's protected from the sun. That one's protected. These skis don't get out a lot, obviously. I do more time on videos and that these days. But for people that want to leave their skis on anchor, I think it's a great idea. Like I say, I don't know if the Yamaha or the Kawasaki will shatter like the Sea-Doo did, but it's a great preventative measure, and why not, eh? We spend a lot of money on our PWCs, and why not protect them? And it was a sad day when I had to fork out $500, and that's what it cost here. It may not cost that much in the US or Australia or the UK, but that's what it ended up costing me here. So anyways, that's today's tip from Rod, and hope that helps.